Yeah, welcome back today to Team OMG Maveline News Network. Second recording, second interview live on stage here by Sunshine Lady. I'm really happy to have you here today, Battlebig. Nice to meet you, Team Sage, live on stage, out from India to Germany. And yeah, welcome. A warmly welcome to you, Battlebig.
Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you. Honestly, it's a complete pleasure to be here.
The same to you. Thank you very much for joining in the short term. Yeah, Battlebig. So you are the captain of Team Sage, and
Yeah.
yeah, maybe we can start with this first short introduction round. Who are you? Who is Team Sage? Who is on the back? And share the details about you and your team here for us.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Uh, as you guys all know, like I am Battlebig. I am the captain of Team Sage, and Team Sage is a India-based esport organization. We started from there. We start. By the way, he's Sage Omega.
Hi, Omega. Sunshine Lady. Hi.
Sunshine Lady from.
Hi, Omega.
So I was saying it's an esport organization based in India. We started 3 years back and we started from Web 2 games, but the moment we saw the revolution which is happening right now in Web 3 games, we started with Axie Infinity, and along the line we came across Mavia. So we started teaching I would say spreading knowledge regarding Web3 games to our esport organization. And at the time when we realized, so we changed our name from Sage Esports to Sage Guild. And we started hiring scholars for Axie Infinity and all. So that's how we came into uh, this Web3 gaming and all revolution, and we started increasing our knowledge regarding the space. So that's the history, I would say, for Sage Guild to
Mhm.
enter in the Web3 space.
Mhm.
And our targets are just to find games which are revolutionary, and the concept of the game uh, should be better than the one which were there in the industry before. Like we have taken a lot of we have learned a lot from the mistakes of Thetan Arena and X Infinity, what
Mhm.
happened with their models and all. So we are looking actively for the games, those who which can correct the models and look forward. So Mavia is the perfect game, I would say, right now, cause and the yeah, that's it.
And okay, and how did you came to Mavia? So maybe you can give us here a short yeah view how you find that project.
Uh, Actually, there is a site. I think it's play2earn.com. So we actively look on that site for all the news regarding Web3
Hmm.
gaming and all. So Omega was actually going through the site one day. It's back in January. And we saw the land sale whitelist program, which was going on for Heroes of
Mhm.
Mavia. So he came up to me and he's like, Balblik, this is the thing which is happening for Mavia. Let's look into it. So we saw the investors. That was the trigger point for us. Like we have to look into this. It has the names of like Binance Labs, Alameda Research,
Mhm.
and we have been following these guys. Like these are the smartest people in this space, like Animoca brands and all. So I started learning about Mavia, and the moment I learned about the burning mechanism of Ruby, that's
Mhm.
where the magic happened. And I was like, before that, I was not even, interested to go for land whitelist or anything. But that's where I saw the revolution happening and the changes that Mavia is bringing on the table for, the play to earn gaming industry. So we believe a lot in Heroes of Mavia because this is unique. Uh, they have a completely unique approach to the space. And so, yeah, that's how we came up across Mavia.
Okay, that's pretty nice. And we also noticed in the last weeks and in the last months that you and your team has been very active. and
Yeah.
we really appreciate you. So basically, yeah, on that background, yeah, a warmly congratulations because you won a legendary island on March, and yeah,
Thank
we
you so
want.
much.
You're welcome, and we want to know, yeah, how you made it, special tricks, special tips to the community to get that also, if you like, for sure, if you like to share the secrets. And yeah, for sure, give us a short feeling about the after party, because I heard in the channel that there was a big after party at Sage. So we want to to have details about.
Oh, I would love to share the videos, but in the May month's vlog, we'll be making the video. We'll be sharing the clips of that. So
Okay.
it's a very interesting question, I would say. Yes, because uh, we knew about the Mavia Elite
Mhm.
before only because we came across Mavia in January. So, and as we have a guild already, so we were educating a lot of people regarding the Web3 space and all. So we had people, but they had no idea how to engage or how to do anything. So I
Mm.
started teaching them when the competition started. First, we formed the team, and the most of the players in our team are very new to the space, I would say, because we started recently only about the education and knowledge regarding this space. Because in India, it's in a very amateur time time period, I would say right now. The knowledge regarding NFTs and Web3 space.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But and for me personally, it was a captain's role, so I have to look out for everyone. It's not just me. So, but the boys, those who are in my team, I trust them a lot, and the work that we divided, everyone just did their own part of the work. I would say it was nothing we did, something we did out of the room or something like that. All we did was just a complete harmony of the team was there. And whatever the role which a person was assigned, he just did his work with complete honesty.
Mm.
So it was really hard because all the other teams, they are really good. They have, I don't know, like experience of years, I would say. So a lot of, I would say like at least around 6 to 7 members in my team, like in Sage, are very new. But right now they have an experience of more than 2 months, so they are really good as of now. So, and it was a good moment, I would say, when we won. We were so happy. I woke up in the morning and I was like I saw the name, and the name there was like Ruby Raiders. We knew they are really good.
Yeah, for
Ruby
sure, for sure. No
and Ruby,
surprise for us. Yeah.
yeah, they are really good and they were doing really good. So we saw Sage and we were so happy. It was really good moment. And my brother was actually sleeping at that time right beside me. So I showed him the mobile and I was like, bro, we won. And we hugged each other on the bed only and we were like, oh, and we were screaming and all. So it was a very
That
fun
sounds
moment.
really nice.
It was a very fun moment.
Yeah, I believe, I believe. And do you have any special plans with the legendary land? So, yeah, by a guild view, what would you say? Own, play the game, rent, or partnership? I don't know how many lands you have in general. So, what are the upcoming plans here by your view?
The best question ever, I would say. Because Heroes of Mavia, after learning about Heroes of Mavia, there is a saying, right? Once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? So
Mm,
once you know what is there in Heroes of Mavia, it's like an island, like the game is based on an island, right? But it's an island of opportunity. So, and land is the NFT, which, you know, gives you to become a part of it, part of the
mm,
game, and own a property in it, I would say. So we own quite a good amount of land, but when you say what you are going to do with legendary land, so we are not selling any of our land, not at all. And every time the price comes in our range, we try to accumulate as we are just doing dollar cost average for the land part.
yeah,
As of now, Mavia token and Ruby is not out. As the updated roadmap says, it will be out in Q4, right? Quarter four. So
correct.
we are looking forward to that too. But the opportunity which Heroes of Mavia present as a as a landowner is huge, I would say. You can rent it, you can form alliances with it, you can stake it, you can, lend it to anyone and you get rewarded in terms of Mavia token. So all these opportunities like a very good source of passive income. So if you have any kind of knowledge regarding any kind of financial knowledge, you understand how important job a passive income plays in a person's life. So this will be a big, I would say, big win for Sage Guild because we are still looking to expand our guild in India, and we have been conducting few seminars in colleges all across the country, and this will help us a lot to expand it and grow even further.
Yeah. Yeah, fully agree here with you. I have the same mindset, so I
I,
really like your reply here.
if you don't mind, I would like to add one more
Yeah,
point.
for sure. Sure.
Uh, Actually, 2 days back only, I wrote an article for Heroes of Mavia from Sage, and it's a really good article. It's regarding free to play thing. Uh,
Hmm.
like free, if you were bullish before, after seeing the Ruby token burn and all, you should be now ultra bullish after reading what free to play is going to bring on the table, right? Because now this Heroes of Mavia is going to set an example for the entire industry, I think, because they are not just going to attract the players from blockchain
Correct.
space gaming, but they are now going to hit the major like the major gaming communities, right? And once they come to the party of the that with a concept and a thinking, a mindset of to earn something,
Hmm.
and even though most of the world is uh, most of the world doesn't understand what an NFT is and what play to earn is, but I think this game is going to bring this kind of knowledge for them. And
Correct.
once they understand, once they realizes, okay, right now I'm just playing free to play version of the game. If I am this good and if I can buy a land, if I can go for a scholarship or something, I can actually earn money. So it's not just one thing. There is just a lot of things which is going to happen, and a lot of that value is going to come into Ruby economy, and
Correct.
and if the economy grows, so does the owner of the economy. So who are the owners? We are the owners, right? All the
Correct.
landowners, all the Mavia token holders. So this is insane. I, I didn't. What should I say? Like nobody expected, I would say, this free to play thing. This was all of a
Correct.
sudden, and it makes it even more bullish for us. So we are diehard a fan of Heroes of Mavia as of now.
Yeah, not only you. So for me, personally, it's like a drug. Meanwhile,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
totally, totally.
So basically, yeah, basically, I feel exactly what you mean, and yeah, can fully agree here. So I really like as well the sustainable view of Heroes of Mavia, and especially the team and the quality factor. So it's not buy sell like many other projects, and with
Exactly.
the yeah with a high level of yeah maybe picking money or something like that. So you feel here a very sustainable way and a very professional team in the background. So this is my personal opinion, and this is what I really like and really love. Meanwhile, and so I really see what would you like to say here. Thank you very much. So when we are currently looking on the Indian crypto market, so we just saw the last days a major change here. So maybe you can give us out of India a short current status, what's ongoing there by the government right now.
You mean regarding regulations and all the tax policies which they have brought, right?
Yeah, correct.
Uh, the reason I laughed because it's bad, I would say. As of now, it's really bad. So personally, I am a long-term holder and a long-term believer in this space.
Yeah.
So to me personally, it doesn't affect because
Mm.
I rarely sell any of my assets. I just accumulate. I just make money here only, and I just accumulate, keep
Mhm.
accumulating. But for the entire space, it's a it's a losing situation right now. The kind of tax law what they have brought. Uh, the only expectation of mine personally was I already knew they are not going to ban it because there were so many rumors that Indian government is going to ban it, but they were not showing any kind of signs like that when you hear the finance minister of India. But they have brought a tax policy of 30% without a tax slab, which means
Mhm.
basically even if you earn $100, you have to pay tax. There is no tax slab like you have to earn like $1,000, then you have to pay 5%. If you earn $10,000, then you have to pay 10%. Even if you earn a profit of $10, you have to pay tax on that. And the worst part, and the reason why a lot of big companies from India, like Wazirex, it's a very big exchange. They moved recently to Dubai, and the another exchange, CoinDCX, I think they moved to Singapore. The reason is because the tax laws are so bad. Because what they are saying, our Indian government, if you make profit, we will take the 30% part of it. Okay. But if you make
Yeah.
a loss, that loss is not ours and it won't be counted in the profit that you made. So
Yeah.
basically, even if you made a profit, then you have to pay. If you made a loss, then also you have to pay. They won't count that because you lost your profit in the loss that you made in the next trade, right? They won't count that. So it's a very bad law. I don't know who made it. It's, and personally, I think in next 2 to 3 years, when the global adoption of this technology happens, they will adopt it because we are connected with globally we are connected. The India is connected and we have a democracy. So I think it will come into play too. So I personally think in 3 years or 4 years max, the laws will change and they will understand and they will regulate it. That is the best case scenario, I think.
I fully agree as well here. So, and I feel some same yeah regulations in the German side. So I fully know what you mean. So, if we take a look on the floor price in December after the game release, what's your personal opinion? What can happen here with your legendary island?
I I wouldn't try to speculate, but I think I will give a technical answer. I would say,
For
personally,
sure.
still no financial advice, but the
Don't
technical answer would be
have.
like this. As the game has already cleared, like they won't be expanding the land NFTs. So it is capped to 10,000 till January 2023. So basically, the supply is not going to increase. And a game release means demand is going to be there. For the first time, there is going to be a use case which will be there in the market. So you can, a smart person, when he sees all these things, he can understand what it is going to bring for Mavia's land. Because there is going to be a real demand to play the game. A free to play players will be entering the game. And you don't have a supply increasing. And a lot of players, would love to. And when you say when you talk about supply, the supply also corresponds to the person, those who want to sell the land. I don't see anyone selling the land. So there is a great benefit of passive income. So you see, the amount of land already listed on OpenSea is very less. And once the game releases, I don't know what is going to happen. I cannot speculate on that. But all these,
Mm,
criterias are there. If you can check mark all these, you know the answer. It's it's
yeah,
it's,
for sure.
it's as simple as that.
It's a logical answer for sure.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say this is the
If
best answer I can give. I cannot say anything about
Yeah, for sure.
it.
No financial advices. You're absolutely right, and you made it very professional. So very good. If we take yeah, considering Axie Infinity against Heroes of Mavia, what's the difference? So at the beginning you said you have a lot of experience with Axie Infinity. So maybe you can give here a comparison to those projects, because I have no experience with Axie Infinity to be honest. So for me it would be a very interesting uh, question here.
Oh, definitely, definitely. That's how I actually enter the space. I had no idea about the Axie Infinity. One of my friend told me about it. So I started playing, like personally, I started playing because I wanted to have the first person experience. how this looks, how the money gets, how the
Mhm.
SLP gets formed and created. So Axie Infinity is a really good game, I would say. I personally enjoyed playing it. There was just one problem because when you enter in a play to earn blockchain space with a mindset that play to earn, so a person is playing the game, enjoying the game, but he still have has the mindset of he can earn it.
Mhm.
So even though Axie Infinity is a really a good game, but when the SLP prices started crashing, that's where the Axie Infinity took the hit.
Mhm.
It was not the fundamental problem of the game, like the game is not good or boring or something like that. It's really competitive. But when it started, the SLP started losing its prices. And that too because of the inflationary mechanism they have in their token mechanism. Uh, because they were minting 4 times the demand what was there in the market. So you can imagine if the supply is more, demand is just 25% of the
Sure.
supply, the prices are going to be tanked, and that's what happened with SLP. And because of the tanking of SLP, people started people started getting less interested. And when you
Mhm.
compare this thing with Mavia,
Mhm.
they have changed almost everything about it. There is just one thing that we haven't seen right now as the gameplay, but I think in quarter 2 they have promised to release a gameplay trailer. We'll see that. But the token in a blockchain based play to earn game, tokenomics is the most important part, as important as a game itself. Because, and when you see the token model of Heroes of Mavia, the Ruby mechanism, so basically they are creating a very balanced economy where a Ruby that you earn through the game, you have, if you spend that Ruby gets completely burned, like a
Mhm.
permanent burn is there. And a player will spend that ruby because if he's interested in the game, if he wants to get good at the game, if he wants to become climb the ladder in the game to higher ranks.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's not just about it's not just uh, it's not just personally for him, it's more for the game because there is a ruby limit cap. So every time your headquarters goes from headquarter 10 to 9,
Correct.
sorry, it starts with 1, so headquarter 1 to headquarter
One
2.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your ruby limits gets increased, the amount of ruby that you can earn daily. And the the moment you jump up the ladder, the
Mhm.
competition gets brutal too. So it's a very mix. It's a, I don't know how to put it, but it's a very beautiful thing if you can imagine this thing in your mind. It feels beautiful. That's what I can say. So
Correct.
it has worked on the, they have learned from the mistakes what the previous games made in the blockchain space. I'm just grateful to be here right now, having this conversation, having this interview, and be present in Mavia. Like I am just so grateful. Like this opportunity is with us.
Fully agree. Thank you very much. And I feel the love and the passion of your side for that, really. So, and if we taking a look regarding alliances, is there anything planned by your side, by Sage?
Uh, alliances for alliances for what? Like I didn't get the
Yeah,
question,
like
I think.
gamer alliances. Do you have any plans on that? Like we saw already at BOK, is there something planned for Indian market or not yet? Or basically it's in preparation?
Okay, for that yeah, as I already said, we are accumulating lands as many as possible.
Yeah, yeah,
Plus the entry of free to play gives us a big window now
yeah.
because we have a good amount of audience right now in India, and like we have been increasing it as
Mhm.
from as many channels as possible. As I told you already, like we are taking seminars and all across the countries wherever it is possible. So we are trying to increase it. So once the Heroes of Mavia launches, we are fully planned to execute the plan. Like a plan of
Correct.
having at least as many as scholars possible. And free to play has given us a window to even scale it, scale it even further from
Mhm.
what we thought. So yeah, I would say the answer
Awesome.
is yes, we are ready for it.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So if we moving to Battlebig, so personality of Battlebig. So um, I have some questions prepared. So how old are you and where are you from? So where are you located in India? I just would like to know that because India is a very big country, as we know.
I am 26 and I am
Uh-huh.
as of now the our Sage headquarters is right now in Bangalore. Bangalore
Mhm.
is a metropolitan city in India. I would say it's one of the prominent cities in India. The internet and everything here is like really good. Like all the
Mm.
facilities are available. So
Mhm.
our headquarters for Sage is located in Bangalore.
Okay, good. And what's your favorite sports team? You like sport, and which kind of sport and which team you prefer?
Yeah, I like sports. I like to see football sometime,
Mhm.
and I'm a big fan of esports. So a lot of esports from League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Apex Legends. And when you ask about favorite teams, I would say my favorite team is TSM, I would say. Team Solomon. It's because I was a pro player in India for Apex Legends, so I used to admire them a lot, and they were the best team. So I would say TSM is the team.
Okay, perfect. Um, have you ever seen snow in India? I don't know that. This is a question
Yeah.
which
I have.
is very interesting for me, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah. I have. There is uh, this one beautiful place in India. It's called Manali,
Mhm.
and it has snow almost all around the year. So we went
Okay.
for a trip over there with our college friends and all. So it was a good time. And yes, I have seen snow. And for the fun fact, I would say, I'll tell you, as of now,
Mhm.
in India, it's summertime.
Mhm.
So all across India, the temperature is almost at least above 40, with a
Mhm.
range of 40 to 45.
Mhm.
But I am right now in Bangalore, and Bangalore is the coldest place right now in India. So
Okay.
it's a win-win situation for me because I love winter.
Okay. How often you are online each day with your mobile phone?
Oh, I would say, as I think I told already, like we are totally dedicated to this blockchain space and all. So other than sleeping, I would say we are active almost all the time. We don't have Saturday breaks or Sunday breaks or something like that.
Okay.
We are like almost active in this space all day. We
Okay.
do have
That's
our
good.
personal life, but that takes a very short amount of time, I would say, because as I told you, I am 26. My brother is less 24. So we are totally dedicated, like so much passionate for this space and Heroes of Mafia.
Mhm. Okay. So a very personal question. So what is more difficult to say, that you love a person or not, or to say not to say that you love this person? What is more difficult?
Um, Again, it's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
I would like to answer it in two parts, I would say,
Okay.
because both are difficult, but it depends when you're saying it. Like to telling a person that you love for the first time is hard, and
Mm.
is hard for a person who has never encountered that ever in the life, and even hard for a person who is, uh, mm, enc- encountered for the first time in life because the heart starts beating so fast,
Yeah.
so it becomes very tough. It's just a simple word to say, but then you
Yeah.
conceptualize in your mind
Yeah.
what
Mhm.
happens then. So it's hard in that way. But if you love a person and you can't tell it, then the situation becomes worse, I would say, because you are with the person and you cannot tell her or tell him,
Yeah.
so every day then you have to go through that. So I would love to be in the first part, like tell her that I love her or something, but not to be in the second one. because not telling her is even, I would say, harder. I would say even
Yeah,
harder. For me
absolutely.
personally, for me, it's harder.
Yeah, I share this opinion. Okay, so if we're taking a consideration of the elite competition for this month, so who is your biggest competitor team?
Oh, there are a lot of players, a lot of teams doing really well. Like OMG, they are doing really good. And Team Bog, they were not there before, but this time they are putting really good efforts. So, and Ruby Raiders, as always, they are fantastic. And they are
Yeah.
fantastic at what they do. And there are more teams like Lions Pride is there. They won the last month's competition. So, and I think many more teams are there. Those who are putting active, those who are really active and putting efforts on like on a day-to-day basis. So I think it's going to be really tough, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be really tough for this month, I would say,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
a lot of team have good amount of experience too, like how the things are going to be. Like so, it's going to be tough. That I can say.
Hmm. Okay, and who is your favorite Mavia moderator?
Favorite maybe a moderator. Okay. I would say I have had a lot of conversations with Vasco, and he recently became a moderator. And Sunny P is an admin, but he's a great guy. He helps a lot, and yeah, these two guys like I have interacted a lot with.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, Battlebig. So we are coming closer to the end. So it was a very nice interview. Thank you very much for your time you spent with me. And yeah, basically, I would like to say you can say some personal words to the community at the end. Maybe you can share a guild tip. It's completely up to you. So you are here. You are.
Thank you so much, Sunshine, for holding this interview. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your time because these kind of events, will create more awareness for the entire project for Heroes of Mavia. And personally, I think everyone who is there in the community right now, those who are involved with the game, those who are involved with the project in community, and so we should be very, very grateful for our luck, I would say. This is once in a generational kind of opportunity, and right now we are in it and we are early to it. So even though the market conditions are really bad right now, so many global forces are there which are affecting the market, but it doesn't matter because if there is a project, if there is a product which works, that's all which matters in the long run. So I would say we at Sage, we are very grateful, and I think this gratefulness is the power behind our efforts and our passion and everything. So for any guilt tips, I would say anyone in your guild, when anyone is um, coming as a scholar, right? Because
Hmm.
most of the guilds they have scholars.
Hmm.
So if
Correct.
you consider that scholar as a part of your family, because that guy who is playing as a scholar, he has a family too. So if you feel the empathy for that person, and if you see him as yourself, if you can do that, that changes everything. The kind of relation that you will form in your guild, it the vibrations of that will be completely different. And I can personally say I feel that with my Sage guild. So I don't really care where it will go, but I am really grateful and happy what we have built. And we are extremely passionate for all the possible opportunities that are going to come. So that is the only tip that I can give. You know, just see them as yourself because they are also a person, and that's it. I would say that's the thing that we do at Sage, and rest happens through blessings are there, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Battlebig. It was, as I said, a pleasure pleasure to meet you. So I think it's even nice to have a face now of each other. So I know who you are and you you know how I am. So that's also very nice, I think. And at least, yeah, thank you very much for your time. I would say have a nice day in India. Kind regards from Germany. So it's
Thank you.
Saturday here, and yeah, basically enjoy the weekend, I would say. And stay tuned and see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you so much, Sunshine. Before we end, I would like to add one last thing.
Yeah, for sure, you can.
I
It's
just
up to
wanted
you.
to say, we had a discussion with one of the moderators in Heroes of Mavia, and we were just saying once the game launches, let's have a party after that, like a
That's
meetup
cool.
for the community,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? It would be
That
so
would
much
be
fun to finally meet all the person that we are engaging and having conversations in VCs and generals and all. It would be like the best way, I would say. So I just wanted
yeah,
to
we
add
can.
that.
That's funny because we can have a quiz who's who or something like that.
Exactly. Like
That would be
through
fun. Yeah.
Mavia, I have met a lot of great people, a lot of great people, and
Yeah, really.
would love to meet all of them in real life too.
Yeah, that would be nice. It's a nice idea. So let's post it in suggestions.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Battlebig. So have a nice day and see you soon.
Thank you.